Michael, dude, this was one that's very interesting game. It's 11-Bit Studios, which has me excited right off the hop because anything 11-Bit Studios does, dude, I want in. And I know Scott from the team is very hyped about this one as well. But the authors been delayed to 2025. Mike Straw over Insider Gaming. 11-Bit Studios' upcoming survival game, The Alters, has been delayed until 2025. The game was originally planned for a release of November 2024. However, a decision to delay was made in order to take more time to improve the quality of the game and work on marketing plans. Quote, the production schedule for The Alters was very tight, end quote. 11-Bit Studios president Marshall said via a press release. Quote, there was uncertainty as to whether the developers would have enough time to complete all the work in the quality we all expect. After so many years of production, the risk that the game will have any shortcomings is unnecessary for us, end quote. Now the game will launch in Q1 of 2025, where it will face stiff competition depending on when in the quarter it releases. Other games launching in Q1 of 2025 include Civilization 7, Assassin's Creed Shadows, Monster Hunter Wilds, Avowed, and more, Michael. Whoa, man. When it does release, however, The Alters will be available on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC. Recently, 11-Bit Studios released Frostpunk 2, which we reviewed and actually adored. Dude, again, 11-Bit Studios, on fire. So don't screw this up by rushing it at the door. Instead, what do? They delay it. They choose a weird time for me, though, Michael, because they're putting it into Q1 2025, and that is heating up.
Well, to be fair, if they avoid February, right, it's not as hot right now, at least, as everything else, right? Like February, every single game you mentioned is February, right? Assassin's Creed Shadow, February. Monster Hunter Wilds, February. Avowed, February. I'm pretty sure Civ 7 is February as well. That might be the only one that I'm a little hesitant on, but everything else is February, right? Go mid-March. Maybe go early April when those games start to die down.
February 11th.
Yep, boom. There you go. That is 5 separate games. That's a crazy month. Also the shortest month of the year, by the way. Why did we all pick February? I don't understand that. That's another topic, though. But yeah, you pick like March, you pick April, you'll be fine, right? Now, you want to make sure you get that announcement out early, right? When now you say, oh, we're just delayed, you allow other games to be announced, you might end up screwing yourself later on. But right now, as much as we hype up Q1, it's really just February 2025. You avoid that, you're good to go. I agree with you. 11-Bit does some amazing things. I've had some buddies super hyped about Frostpunk 2. Just delay the game, make sure everything works. You're not like Ubisoft, you're up in we have to have something now mode, right? So I always am a big fan. I know I hate delays, gamers hate delays, but I'd rather a game be delayed and be good than a game be rushed and absolutely die on release.
Well, and that's the biggest thing, right? The fear now, more than ever, I think is, man, if this game doesn't hit on day one, what does that mean for us? What does that mean for the studio, right? Like that becomes the biggest worry. It always has been, but in the past, it was like, we'll put this out. If it doesn't work out, no big deal, we'll move on. I look at Ubisoft and I think it's Skull and Bones. Dude, it launched in February because they wanted to bury it as quickly as possible before the rest of the lineup comes out, right? Because we were getting Star Wars Outlaws, which should have hit hard. And then we were getting Assassin's Creed Shadows, which should have dropped this year, which should have hit hard. Again, getting Shadows delayed into Q1 next year. So it's a weird time frame, right? For me, it is, when are you launching this in Q1 now becomes my biggest concern. Are they going to go January? Like, let's go super early. Let's get out of the way of February, right?
Yeah.
If you launch early, otherwise, don't do it in February. My goodness, please don't drop in February. No. Let your game shine. You need that shining moment to then pop off where people are like, hey, yo, have you played The Alters? Like, I'm doing this right now, and I went out and I did that, and then this happened, and the story evolves, right? With conversation. You need to create that conversation. They need to work on marketing. There's options, right? There's opportunities that I think the studio at 11-Bit Studios, I think they're a very smart studio. I think they're very talented, and they have the ability to achieve something that's very cool and very unique, especially when it comes to the survival genre. They did that with Frostpunk, and then they did it again with Frostpunk 2, changing up how you do a city builder with a colony sim and that survival aspect to it. Dude, one of the sickest games I've played in a very long time when it comes to this genre is Frostpunk 2. The Alters has a unique spin on how they look to evolve this, and I'm very curious how many people it connects with, and you're going to need that conversation because this game is so unique and out of the box that they're going to have that time to kind of shine and create that conversation once again around their game, around their studio, and make sure people don't miss out.